To begin this lesson, we are going to use Sharpie right away to make some trees. So they are going to start at the bottom of the page, go between halfway, maybe some a little bit higher. You need to make 3 trees on your paper. So I'm going to start by making my trunk with my Sharpie marker directly on the page. So if we make a mistake, we just have to turn that mistake into part of our picture. I'm going to color this in. They don't have to be super thick as far as the line weight of the trunk. And I'm going to continue this. I would like to make them 3 different heights. So I'm going to continue this for 2 more trees. So now I'm going to do the same thing for these 2 trees. Now you could be doing this with your oil pastel or your Sharpie, so you do not have to use Sharpie marker for this. Next, you need your white pastel to make snow. So we're just going to make snow blots, little circles for snow all around the page, even though you're not going to see it right now. Next, we are going to do the painting part. So we're going to start with the color green in the center of our image. I'm going to mix my green. So remember, when we're doing watercolor, you can use your lid to mix, and you can tell I've been mixing lots of colors here because it's pretty messy. I'm going to mix my green with a little bit of yellow to make a lighter green. So I'm going to put green in the lid, wipe off my brush on paper towel, and then I'm going to take yellow, mix that in with my green to make a nice lime green color for this. Okay, so with my lime green, I'm going to start with a circle. And if I draw it, and I'm going right over my trees, and that's fine. First with my brush, and then fill in just like this. Once I'm done filling in the lime green, I'm going to use regular green and paint another circle around that circle, just like this. So I don't have to mix the color for this, that's regular green. After regular green, we are going to be making a new color. So we're going to make a turquoise color. So I'm going to use my lid of my paint again, and I'm going to mix my blue and green together, and I'm going to go around that regular green with a turquoise aqua color. From our aqua color, after I've made it about as thick as I can evenly around the circle, I am going to move into regular blue. So now I'm just going to use my brush and regular blue to go around this circle. Remember, when your color stops working, you just need to get more water. And again, I am using one of those brushes that has water in the handle like we use at school, so I don't have to continue going in the bucket of water. But when you are painting, unless you have one of these brushes, you will need to reapply water when you are getting your colors to make it smooth and blend around your circle. From blue, we're moving into a purple circle. So now I'm using my just regular purple, and I'm painting around the blue circle to add to our color gradient. That's what happens when a color merges from one color to another. We call it a gradient. As you can see, now that we have our purple there, we're kind of almost at the end of our page. That's okay if it doesn't continue. Like on the left side of my paper, I probably will not be able to add any of this color, but that's okay. So I'm making magenta. I'm mixing purple and red together. a magenta color, and that's our last color before we use black. So it's going to help take up pretty much the rest of the page. We're going to have the little four corners left when we're done painting this, but we are making this reddish purple, red violet, magenta, whatever you want to call it, and we are using that as our last circle around our purple. And then for the last little bit, which is the corners, I'm going to use my black watercolor paint to fill in. And then you have a completed winter looking landscape with our gradient background.